So, my name is Bernie, and I'm really glad to be here. It's been a while. How many of you don't know anything about me? Okay, me too. I love a dialogue rather than just me talking to you. And I wrote a book, Instructions to the, several books, but one's called Instructions to the Cook. And I didn't realize at the time that I was writing it, but one of the big themes that I think turned out to be very important at the time was the idea of using the ingredients you have and doing something with it. And basically making a meal and offering it. And when I mean a meal, doing something. At the time that I wrote the book, the common knowledge in our Dharma world was that you shouldn't do anything until you were fully enlightened, because you probably screw things up. And so the emphasis had to be, you know, become fully enlightened first, and then do something. And I took this radical approach of saying, wherever you're at, look at the ingredients you have and do something. And when I went on a book tour, student after student would come up to me and say how that really helped them, because they had been told by their teachers or by the peers or by the system that no, you can't do things. Now, of course, we all do things. I mean, it's a little ridiculous to say you shouldn't do things, but they were implying you shouldn't do things that might look like you're helping someone. You had to concentrate on helping yourself. And for me, it was a little strange, because although I was in that position, I remember when John Kennedy was assassinated, and I was ordained a strong practitioner, and I said to myself, can't do anything. It'd be like a chicken running around without your head. You know, you got to just sit on the zafu and do more Zen practice and not get involved in anything. No. I was involved mainly through my wife in the war resistance movement, and she was a member of the War Resistance League during the Vietnam War. So but I always felt a little guilty, see, because you were supposed to not do things until fully enlightened, or at least enlightened to a stage, whatever stage. So now I look at it like, you know, you're hungry, and you open the refrigerator, and you see some lettuce, maybe there's a piece of bread, and you say, well, I don't have enough food. I don't have enough enlightenment, but I'll put it in food. I don't have enough food, so I won't eat. I'll starve. Or you could say, I'll take what I have, and I'll make something, whatever I can of that, using those ingredients. And then not only will I eat some of that, but I'll offer it to others. And in doing so, some people will say, that looks like junk, I don't want that. And some will say, oh, that looks good. And some will say, well, let's get some more ingredients, and maybe we can make some more. And all of a sudden, it grows, and you're doing things. So that became a model that I like to encourage everybody to do something. It doesn't matter how small or how big, to do something. And it's also very important for me to know the ingredients. And that sort of led to the idea of the 3 tenets. First one, not knowing, not approaching the refrigerator saying, I know there's got to be tofu there. And I'm not going to do anything unless there's tofu there. If I approach it not knowing, I open and I can see what's there. So same addressing all of you and having a dialogue with you. I can see some faces, I see some clothes, but I don't know what's here. And so before I get into the talk, and sometimes it's hard to stop me from talking, but I do like to know what's the ingredients. And the way for me to tell the ingredients is for you to ask me questions. Now, some of you don't have questions, you have answers. So if you want to give answers, that's great too. I don't have many answers. I have a lot of questions and I have thoughts and whatever. I don't have too many answers. So if you have answers, we'll all appreciate it. You know, you could tell us what's what. So we're going to go around and you're going to ask. Now, I'm not going to answer you because, as I said, I don't have answers. But I want to hear your questions. So I'm going to just ask for question after question after question. Somebody's got to break the ice, start, and then others will follow. Sometimes the first one is a little hard. And then we'll dialogue, you know, and then you'll have to, I don't know if you have some kind of hammer or something to hit me over the head to stop me, but at some point we have to stop, you know, obviously. I need to catch a plane tomorrow morning at 6. And there's a question.
Yesterday I found myself in a situation that I haven't been in many, many years, just consumed by anger and rage that I could see came out of a feeling of powerlessness and fear. And I felt afterwards very ashamed and regretful because I'm on a daily basis exposed to all these kind of teachings. And that I expressed it. And I expressed the anger and I expressed remorse afterwards. But so I know there would be many answers, but what is a primary thing that would come to your mind to do with practice when one is in that kind of a situation?
Okay. Next. Yeah.
Could you work into your talk compare something about the relationship between emptiness and selflessness, if there's any difference between, or these are the same thing?
Okay. What I realized I didn't do, anybody have a piece of paper? There was a time when I could remember everything. And that's long gone. So then I started writing these questions down, and then because as I got older I forget things, so I would forget my glasses. So I'd write things down, but then I couldn't read them. But it worked
Bring
out.
glasses.
Huh? I have glasses now. I'll try remembering that while somebody is running to the supermarket to get it. Yes.
Here's paper and a pen coming from...
I have a pen.
Okay.
I have a pen.
You got it. I've got more papers.
Now the poor woman, how do we yell out? I'll use my lap, thanks. Selflessness and emptiness. They rhyme. Right. Yes.
When you have your ingredients and you go out and you do something, and then you find that you've been doing it for the suspect reasons.
Suspect reasons. Okay.
Like your
I'm going to write
ingredients
down
were-
suspect reasons because that's a nice phrase. Suspect reasons.
You find maybe you weren't doing this thing to help people, but to some other
Hidden agenda.
hidden agenda.
Suspect reasons.
And then you feel like maybe you're not qualified to.
Yeah, you're not qualified. Not qualified. And then what do you do? Reciprocal. No, we don't want to go that far. Okay. So what do you do if you screw it up, man?
You screwed up. And
Yeah.
you decide that what you need to do is go
Not screw it up.
learn how to get better ingredients and
Yeah.
go back to the zafu or
Right.
and not
And get to the place where you'll never screw it up anymore. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
How do you know what to do, and what do you do with the feeling that whatever it is you're doing to help is not enough?
The first part was how to know what to do. How to know what to do. And the second is it's not enough.
The feeling of it's not enough.
Yeah,
Sense
it's
it's
the feeling of it's not
never
enough.
enough.
Never enough. Never enough, man. Okay. Yeah.
Hey Barney, what's really going on now?
What's really going on? Could I put it in the terms of Lenny Bruce? You guys remember Lenny Bruce? He always said, "What's the deal here? What's the deal here? What's the deal here?" Yeah.
So Bernie, I have 3 questions.
3 questions?
Yes, breaking
Wow.
the rules here. In an interview with Jeff Bridges on Tricycle a few months back, you, if I recall correctly, spoke of many of the Zen centers in North America as more like spas, really. And I'm wondering if you could unpack that. And that's the first question, what you mean by that.
Spas.
So part of me wants to rename, my center the Zen Spa San Diego. So the second question is, what is your wish for Dharma centers in North America?
My wish.
Yeah.
My wish for Dharma centers.
Yeah. And the third question is, our neighbors to the north have the phrase "wicked questions," those burning questions that never quite leave us alone. And I'm curious, when it comes to Zen practice, what's your wicked question today?
Wicked?
Wicked question, yes.
W-I-C-K-E-D?
Yeah.
Wicked questions. Okay.
Bernie, I was taking care of my mother for the last 4 years. She had dementia and Alzheimer's. And when I heard that your suggestion to taking some ingredients from your refrigerator and use them, my first reaction was, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be self